It's time to partake in what really makes us the men among men in the My Hero Academia fandom by starting shipping discourse. Pew, 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 pew. In one corner is the token hetero, Annie.
Token?
In a world where being straight is a minority, that is my life.
And I, who have a real grasp of what the real couples of My Academia are, Minty.
Go suck a D! And this is FunUntitled, where we say F you to every podcast we do.
Woo. So we are going to talk about our top 5 favorite ships of My Academia now that it is officially over, manga-wise.
And disclaimer, obviously. These are our opinions. We are not saying our number one is the best couple of all time. However, to make it entertaining for the children, we will fight tooth and nail for our couples. So if I so happen to shit on Minty's opinions because Minty was dropped on their head, Goku style Dragon Ball Z, then that's just all for fun and games.
Did Goku get dropped on his head?
Gohan did drop Goku. That's why he's dumb. That's why he forgot his whole, you know how when they send Saiyan to...
You have to preface, the guy who adopted Goku's name was Gohan. Otherwise, I think his son dropped him.
Well, that's because you're not a real Dragon Ball fan. No, but if you remember, when Saiyan children are born, they are sent to a world to conquer.
Right.
So they have the instinct to conquer.
Right.
But the reason why Goku never did it was because he was dropped on his head.
I don't think that logic tracks.
No, it doesn't. It was clearly a retcon, but he was dropped on his head as a baby.
I'll start off with my number 5 of my top 5 couples.
Yeah, nice transition. We're doing top 5, and we couldn't do top 10. Why couldn't we do top 10? I have a lot of My Hero Academia shit.
Well, I have an honorable mentions before number 1, but this list is already a bit long and a lot of discourse because Annie really hates my number 5, which is Ida and Mei.
You tell me all the shipping moments. Go ahead. Tell us the times.
I think the first is the sports festival. They fought each other.
And she used him for glorified propaganda.
Advertisement. Second, I think was when he needed new gear for stain art, something like that. And then the third was when he needed new gear again before the whole final art.
I just don't understand the dynamic. You know how these are the ship dynamics I like. A likes B, or A is sunshine, B is the moon. Describe to me what about this couple you like in that term.
I don't simplify my couple to just titles that other people have made. It's just that they're both type A personalities who are aggressive in what they want. And if you think about it, if they had kids, either kids might not need glasses anymore because she's got the whole eye thing. And they're cute.
How are they cute?
They got blue and pink hair.
That's aesthetics.
Sasuke Sakura.
Okay, how I determine if I ship a couple, if I can imagine them having a happy life together. How does Ida and Mei have, how do you imagine a happily ever after? What would even a date between them be like? I imagine Ida eating, salad and it's so, Mei, how was your day? And Mei's like, I'm building a salad tosser for you right now. Cool.
I think because they're both type A aggressive people, they're both very ambitious. They like to be around people that are like themselves. They don't want to be around people who are boring or just content with normal livings. Especially after the whole Shigaraki dying in a time of peace, they just try to be innovative about stuff.
That's so weird to me that you think Ida wouldn't want to be with boring people. Because I honest to God think Ida is the type of person who would just sit at the DMV being like, this is nice.
No, I mean, he wants to be a pro hero. Pro heroes don't go for the boring desk job.
I'm just saying, he of all of 1A would be the most okay with a boring person.
His brother is in a wheelchair because of a crazy dude. He's not gonna sit on his ass and just let things happen.
I'm not saying Ida is destined for a life of mundane working the table. I just think he could be with a chill person.
I think he could be. I just think it's cuter with Mei.
I actually ship Ida and Momo a lot.
Wait, why is that okay? They almost never talk except he's president and she's vice president.
It's because they're both kind of ambitious go-getter, but they're also both...
so when I say
No, because they're in different lanes of ambition, I feel like.
But isn't that better because they have an overlap of similarity but enough difference to be interested in each other and figure out each other's way of going?
I'm sorry to break this to you, but I think Mei might be an asexual.
You can still get married.
Okay, you're touching my knee and I think you're gonna hit me because you're getting so heated.
I'm not touching you. I'm actually just scratching myself.
So yeah, that's your couple. You know, you can live with it. You can sit with it. Love it for you. I would never insult your top 3 like this, but I don't understand why this is your 5th. You knew this was gonna happen, by the way. Well, you knew your Sonic Amy couple wasn't gonna fly with me.
So you think your is any better?
My 5th couple is Ojiro and Hagakure. And we all know, deep in our hearts, they're canon. Come
Why?
on. I think it's cute when so they get paired up a lot together. He's her support and yada yada. But I don't care about that because unless I want to go chapter by chapter, which I could, you just wouldn't like it. I like the fact that he's an ordinary dude. He's self-conscious about his quirk because it's just the tail guy. He's the tail guy. Compared to like tape arms and hardened man and grape hair. So he does not stand out. He's very self-conscious about that.
He's got low self-esteem as he thinks himself lower than Grape Man.
Yeah. And then he has his cute invisible girlfriend. Like, he thinks he doesn't stand out. She literally cannot stand out. If she stands out, that defeats the purpose of her. And so these two people that don't really stand out on their own, like, are completely in love with each other. And like, Toru's always hyping up Ojiro and Ojiro's always supporting Toru. And it's super cute. Literally in the side manga for the team up, Ojiro's whole thing was that I think they went to a special school with like tiny children, and one child was like
an elementary school.
like maybe. And this one kid's like, your quirk sucks, and tail guy, you're just a tail man. But it turns out that little kid was just insecure because he also has a boring quirk. But then because he had such a shitty quirk, the little kid got into trouble. So Ojiro had to save him. And Toru's like, wow, look at that. Even though he has a shitty ass quirk, he still is a hero because he puts the hard work in. And in the end, Hagakure gives Ojiro a little smush, being like, you did a good job, baby.
Then why in the final arc she was paired up a lot with Aoyama?
Because literally their quirks are compatible. Do you ship Aoyama and Toru Hagakure?
No, I don't like Aoyama. You gotta like the character.
I will say, people do ship Aoyama and Toru Hagakure, but I'm like, if you're gonna ship a Toru ship, you gotta ship Toru and Asahina, because they really are BFFs, despite what Baku Squad says.
Ashido.
What's wrong calling her Mina?
You said Asahina.
Oh, my bad.
Every time we talk about Ashido Mina, she always says Asahina. It's very annoying when I have to talk to a Danganronpa fan.
I'm very sorry. Alien Queen Pinky.
Toru and
Mina are like legitimate best friends.
Oh, you know, I kind of see it because they're both super peppy.
Yes.
And they both have strange looks.
It's also funny is that I know this is only to me, but when they went to all the rooms, Ojiro and Toru had very average rooms. I think that's cute because they know how to furnish their house. Bakugou goes in being like, what the fuck? It looks like I'm in a floor showcase.
Beige.
Oh boy, I love the color beige. A little pop of beige.
No photos. I think this is staging. Where am I?
I'm sorry, this landscape picture actually a picture of Toru? Because I don't see her.
IKEA know what you guys are doing.
You literally just picked the boring setup on the floor and said, I can really see us in this, sweetie. Nothing controversial, appropriate for anyone. I will join this. I also just fucking hate Ojiro and Brainwashing Man.
Oh, that makes no sense. They've had one interaction, that was it.
Brainwashing Man should be with the copycat dude, Phantom Thief. That's right, My Hero Academia fan right here knows all the names. I believe it's... I know the names, I just can't pronounce it. Shinsho and Monona.
Japanese is the easiest language to pronounce.
I got an
And
F.
he just rushes through Japanese pronunciation.
I respect the Japanese culture.
But not to slow it down and say it right.
Anyways, this is the longest time I'll talk about a ship. I have to defend the ship because, like, you go up on the hill and say Bakudeku's great. We can all just clap and say, yes, Bakudeku's great. I have to, like, fight tooth and nail for this welfare. You know what I mean?
I gotta put on a parade to show that this couple is real and legit, while other people are already, like, buying tickets to the Bakudeku show.
By the way, what about final arc? You're like, oh, how come Ayama is with Toru Hagakure more? I guess we shipped Denki and Momo together, everyone, because they were certainly together a lot in the final arc.
I'm just saying, their quirks are much more compatible. Otherwise, Ojiro...
Quirk marriages are illegal.
I feel like, honestly, maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe Eugenics is okay.
Moving on. Your number 4.
My number 4 couple is the cute best friends of Kirishima and Ashido. We all kind of seen it, people. It started off when they were like middle schoolers.
It started off with a kiss. How did it end up like this?
He had low self-esteem and black hair.
Didn't he
like see Ashiro do something cool and brave?
That's when she went to talk to that guy, can't know this
Okay,
guy.
so that is
the
connected.
moment,
Okay,
yes.
she like protected her friends from Machia, but I don't know if he was gonna do anything, but she did. And then
I read somewhere, I 100% cannot be true that they said Machina was a dog given a human quirk. I think that can't be right.
No, but he has a dog quirk.
Ah, got
So
that dog in him.
Yeah, he's not the man, the legend, the myth, Nezu.
Okay.
And so because he saw her courage and was like, oh, if she can be courageous, and I can be courageous, and then he becomes Red Riot. I forget what his inspiration's name is. It's Red something.
Yeah.
Courage?
It's just red.
Red something.
The Red Ribbon Army. We brought this back to Dragon Ball. I don't know. I think
like
it's so funny, but like Kirishima's like manly, and we all think okay, and then Horikoshi's like, I better like retcon this to be like manly can be used for any gender, or else Kirishima's gonna look like an asshole.
It's like the whole Elfman in Fairy Tail, right?
Yeah.
Like it gets weird. So
Tone the shit down out of it.
So, like ever since that moment, then you kind of see them talk quite a bit, and then like
They inspire each other to be better.
and then he thought she was super cool when she did a lot of Acid Man, enough to like that her colors started becoming more quote unquote normal or typical.
There's two things I would like to talk about. Your ship is cute. I love it. Love it. One, man, Kirishima got written out of the story after a while.
Kirishima wasn't even in the Vigilante arc. I think he was one of the only of the 20 that was left out because he was like, my quirk doesn't help in this moment. I'm like, everyone else found a way. You only literally just written out Kirishima. You got Bakugou to bite a portal. What the fuck you couldn't write in Kirishima?
Oh, the very final fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, he got written out of Vigilante.
he was in it.
He specifically said, I could not help.
No, he
So he
caught.
didn't see.
He caught Deku and Ida.
Did he?
Yeah, when they were crash landing, he caught them. And then Ayama was the only one who said he specifically did not help.
Oh, that was because of the whole villain thing.
Traitor, yeah.
Alright.
Wait, because he had such a big role with Fat Gum, and then kind of like, you're out of the story, Kirishima, you had your moment.
That's because he did the, what's it called? I forgot what his his big triumphant move was. Which is, it's okay. It's just really strong defense.
Iron plus Ultra.
No. So,
And then Mina, I wish we had more of a Mina and Midnight relationship for her to justify why she was so upset. Like,
I do think that's weird too.
don't get me wrong, I'll assume it happened off screen or whatever.
There must have been an internship. Because there's two, right? Because I can remember a lot of the first internships. I don't remember much of the second internship, besides obviously the main one. Because I believe they couldn't have the same internship unless it was like very specific conditions.
Oh.
Like, I think unless the first pro hero asked for them back.
Neat.
I remember stuff. Just because you don't remember stuff doesn't mean you get the shit on me.
Is that anything more you want to say about Kirishima and Mina?
That they're cute, and that's a legitimate thing I can say because Annie said before the podcast, all you're gonna say is that they're cute. That's not enough for an argument. I'm not argumenting anything. I'm just listing my top 5.
Well, you are kind of arguing.
Well, your 5th sucks, that's why. What's your 4?
My 4 is Total Momo.
Oh, okay, hold on. There are couples you have from the beginning of the series, and then as the series goes on, they stop talking to each other, and it makes you wonder, well, why the fuck do you still ship them? And Total Momo is definitely one of them, because really the only moment they had was that everyone voted for themselves, except Todoroki, who voted for Momo.
And also, they were partnered together fighting Aizawa. And Momo's like, I can't believe in myself. And Todoroki's like, Momo, your power is yours.
The only fight I remember is Deku versus All Might.
Oh, and also there's Ochako and Ayama where they're fighting 13. And Ayama's like, you wanna fuck Deku, don't you? And Ochako's like, what? And then 13's like, oh, I'm about to suck in a little girl. Okay, you guys lose.
Who fights Midnight? Wait, no, better question. Who fights Nezu?
Well, the person who fights Midnight is Kaminari and Mineta, and the person who fights Nezu is your number 4, Kirishima and Mina.
Why do you remember shit? And why didn't you mention that when I was talking about them?
Because all he did was run from the man, the myth, the legend.
Nezu.
Because he was a sadist.
Not sadist, a victim.
A victim. And he swore to make other people victims, just like him.
Humans only.
Humans only. He sees another rat, he's like, oh, hell yeah, Master Splinter, how's my man doing?
What were we talking about?
Total Momo.
Oh, yeah.
And, they both have really... I know. Annie, stop bringing up the rooms. It doesn't mean anything.
Oh, my God.
But Total Momo kind of had very similar
No. I remember this. Todoroki had a very traditional Japanese room.
But it's, they're the one called Extravagant.
Yes, but Momo had a princess-style Western medieval room.
Also, there's another thing about being super witch that they're both very oblivious to some things. So, like, Momo's like, I had to sacrifice a lot of space for this bed. Couldn't we just get bigger rooms? I don't understand.
Can I just knock over this door and whoever lives there gets out?
Yes.
There's also when they had to wear disguises.
Yeah. And Mom was like, well, I didn't want to ruin the economy, so I couldn't just make clothes. And Kirishima like, oh, I see. The princess just wanted to play dress up. Sometimes you think to yourself, how does Bakugo and Kirishima as a couple work? Until you realize they're both catty bitches. Like Kirishima, don't get me wrong, he's a happy puppy most of the times, but a lot of times he's sassy.
Yeah.
God, I wish Bakugo and Kirishima was built on more in the series. Other than it feels like to me when Deku was out of the blue was like, Kirishima, you have to save Bakugo. You're his best friend.
What are we doing? Are we shitting on my number 3 already?
No,
What the
no,
fuck?
I'm
I was
sorry.
supposed to be talking about... Actually, that's my number 2.
Oh, really? Hey,
Yes.
high five, man. That's a great choice.
You were just shitting on it 5 seconds
No,
ago.
I'm just saying it's very cute, but they should have built on it a little bit more.
They only built on one couple.
Only one, the best. All Might and All for One.
Bro,
That's why the ship name is All.
shut up. We already talked about how that was a ridiculous idea for All Might to name himself All Might after his worst enemy is All for One.
Hey, because I won't shut the fuck up, this might be a two-parter.
No, we can't do a 2-part on this.
Look at this, we're already about 20 minutes in, and there's no way we can go through both my top 3s.
I've already scheduled the episodes of what we're supposed to do. This is not supposed to be a 2-part episode.
Okay, should we just make this a long episode then?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
What was I talking? Only because the Don is coming out soon.
Okay, Momo, cute couple.
No, they're not.
They
They
got-
talked once and twice and they stopped.
You know what sucks is that I read a lot of the beginnings and I stopped in the middle for a little bit, so my head for the most part is still in the beginning. I remember the beginning really well.
The parts that Annie hasn't read is not the good parts anyways. It's basically the La Brava part and the federal, what do you call it? Liberation. I hate that arc. I'm gonna make Annie read, because Annie says they will go back to read it, and they will finally understand why it might be the worst arc of all manga.
Man, My Villain Academia Twitter's gonna eat you alive for that.
I don't give a fuck.
But moving on, because Totomo's just cute.
So my actual number 3 is Ochako and Suyu. Shut the fuck up, Annie. Shut the fuck up. They have a lot of moments together. Shut the fuck up. It's not platonic. It's 100% homosexual. It's very one-sided though. It is much more. Shut up, Annie. Shut up. It is much more of Suyu, like, you know, Ochako. Ochako liking Suyu because Ochako may like another boy, a green-haired character. Maybe. I like the ship. I think they're very supportive of each other. Especially, shut up, Annie. I don't want to hear a fucking word from you about how it's so one-sided and how it's just like, I don't know, because Suyu did a lot for Ochako, okay? The one thing about Annie is that Annie doesn't like Suyu. While Suyu was a very popular character from the beginning, Annie was like, what the fuck? Why do people like Suyu? I'm like, of course people like Suyu. She's useful. She's blunt and honest, but like tactful. And she does everything for Ochako. What do you want to say?
My number 3 is Torodeku. And this is, I think, is unfair because Minchi's gonna say, oh, Torodeku, they didn't talk to each other ever since the internship arc. Which I say, it's not my fault that Todoroki at one point only talked to his family members. Like, literally, Minty's like telling me, okay, you can only shit Todoroki who he talked to in the last arc. And I'm like, I'm not trying to get canceled for incest here, okay? But for obvious reasons, before Bakugo got his redemption arc of, hey Deku, sorry for telling yourself to go on alive, Total Deku was the #1 Deku Yaoi ship, followed by Deku Ida. And I just think it's cute, you know, like they're both kind of chill people. Man, Todoroki would have been so supportive of Deku in every single way, shape, and form.
Don't get me wrong, I was actually a very big Total Deku ship after the whole it's your power thing. That's a very powerful scene of My Academia. And that is something that has been
It literally changed Todoroki's life.
It literally changed him, made him a better character. It's a driving force of everything he's done. You can accredit that all to Deku. It's just, they really hammered down how real Bakudeku is. So I still think it's a cute ship. And
But you rather me canceled. You rather me...
No, because you could ship Todoroki and Ida, which I think is actually kind of there. Like, there's a base for them. A fan base.
Very small though.
Yeah, but you could do that. Doesn't have to be
Bullshit
ship.
this rule that like they have to talk in a
I think it's
final arc to
I
be
didn't
shipped
say
for
they
Minty.
had to be, okay? It's just like sometimes I really like canon compliant ships, except for what Naruto and Bleach did. But so
It's bullshit.
but like when you see a couple get developed from beginning to end, and you look at the end and see what's there after everything that's happened, it's kind of like, well, you kind of, you don't have to follow that lead, of course. But to me, in my mind, it's a big thing about the ship.
I'm the biggest canon compliant bitch in this fucking neighborhood, and you dare say that to me.
Why would you say that to me? Is it because you only like hetero ships, and hetero ships are more likely to
Bite
be
my
canon?
ass. So, what's your number 2?
Now my number 2 is Kiribaku.
Oh, that's the shit name.
Yeah, what did you think it
Oh,
was?
I don't know. I thought it was Bakugou.
Bakugo and Kirishima, that's like a golden retriever black cat couple.
Yes.
Where like
On this case, golden retriever, very angry chihuahua.
like Kirishima sees Bakugo to be very cool, like doesn't take anything personal, just kind of hardens his quirk when Bakugo tries to explode his face, and it's just like they're very cute. Kirishima will follow Bakugo to the end of the earth because he thinks he's a manly man.
He's a man's man, alright.
The whole reaching out for the hand was a very gay moment. Crazy. You think Kiribaku all the way, and then, the creator was like, no, it's Bakudeku.
Then we can go into my number 2, which is also your number 1 now, Bakudeku. It's hard reading the last arc and not be like, I see it.
It's just like, okay, so like in the beginning, they're childhood rivals, right? It's a very Sasuke Naruto thing, which people do ship. But I mean, like, it's...
Can I say with us? I don't actually get Sasuke Naruto.
Really? How?
Oh.
Are you homophobic?
No. I might as well be.
That's the most popular ship of Naruto. You know that, right?
Yes, I know by a mile, yes. I don't know. Like, they had a nice moment in the Zabuza arc, and then all of a sudden, Naruto's like, I'm always gonna have to chase after Sasuke. I'm always gonna bring him back. And Sasuke's like, I'm emo.
Sasuke acknowledged Naruto as being his rival.
Yeah, on the rooftop of the hospital fight, right?
Yes. And this is after Naruto proved himself after the Chunin exam and fighting Gaara. And then Naruto and Sasuke kept chasing after each other.
Sasuke didn't chase Naruto.
Not in a physical sense, but I think in terms of like, he knew Naruto was getting stronger, so he had to get stronger. And in the end, Naruto becomes the light of Konoha and Sasuke becomes the shadow, and they both work in their own ways to make sure that the village is safe. I don't know what's going on in Boruto.
We do not talk about the epilogue of Naruto. You can tell me up and down Naruto is a great series. You cannot tell me the epilogue and Boruto is a good series.
I will one day read Boruto.
Because the whole Sasuke and Salada's shit makes no sense to me. That one shot we read, Salada's like, I gotta find my real mom!
I don't care. I don't care about the Salada thing. I like Sasuke as a character.
No, I like Sasuke. I don't understand him doing what he's doing post-game.
Is it crazy how we still like Sasuke after everything? Sasuke is the most confusing popular character. It's like nobody should like him, and yet everyone does. Well, most people do.
I think touching when he touched his forehead made him unlikable.
I love that moment.
I know.
What are you talking about?
No, sorry. It made him, he couldn't be unlikable.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so I worded that badly. Forgot to put important words.
So back to what I was trying to get at, is just basically like Bakudeku is the Sasuke Naruto, right? So you really see them as rivals fighting against each other. And then shit gets real when Deku chooses Bakugo to tell him his secret, because he's like, well, Bakugo's gonna figure out on his own, so might as well just loop him in. And that's when Bakugo basically, in a weird way, supports but also competes with Deku the entire time. Like, Bakugo's always being like, dipshit, stop killing yourself, now let's go.
Honestly, the scene when Bakugo gets killed by Shigaraki and is like, Deku, will I ever keep up with you? Every anti-Bakudeku fan had to shut up. They had to sit the fuck down and they couldn't say shit, because that's a cute-ass moment.
That's super cute.
There's one thing that made me really upset where, like, in the official translation, All Form 1 says, who are you? And Ka-chan's like, I'm Ka-chan, dumbass! But in the original, it's supposed to be, I'm the one who picks up the slack when the nerd can't do it.
Oh!
And I was like, okay, how did the translation fuck up that hard? Because that was like a throwback to what he told me. Deku, like, oh, I'm always gonna pick up your shit.
Oh.
And honestly, that is such peak couple goals for me, to say I'm going to make up what they, lack. Because then it really feels like they complete each other.
Oh, you're one of those kind of shippers.
What does that mean?
I think in the traditional sense of romance, a couple are people who complete each other, right? You're the missing piece. So that's why it's like, oh, if a character lacks in one way, then the other character kind of makes up for it. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that sense, right? I think that's one of like a more traditional way of looking at things. I always kind of like looking at things more like there are two independent people, right? Like you make yourself whole, and there's millions of people out there, but you choose the one you want to be with. So So to me, like, I kind of get with that translation. That's really cute about the lacking thing. So I think to me, like, Deku's his own hero, Bakugo's his own hero, and they were so ambitious to follow All Might that they were the only ones kind of at the summit, and that's why they're a couple.
Interesting.
It's my view of it.
Yeah. I guess I'm a very supportive type of person. You're a very independent type of person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're a wolf and I'm a sheep.
I think to
Hate
me,
to see it.
I really like couples where, like, if someone's really annoying, but somebody, like, comes in and it's like, I don't think it's that annoying. And it's like, cute.
IQ ships.
Homie can't communicate.
Anyways, we're moving on to my number one. There's not much to say other than, I am a green tea shipper.
God damn.
For those who don't know, green is from Izuku Midori, and tea is Ochako. I don't even know her last name. Yukaka?
Uraraka.
Ochako, Ua, Aka, and Ocha is
Do
tea.
you see how terrible Annie is at pronouncing Japanese names when they are incredibly easy to pronounce?
Like, I think the actual name is Uzucha.
Uzucha.
Yeah, I don't know.
That makes no sense
I always just call
whatsoever.
it green tea, okay? Like I said, when I imagine couples, like, I'm thinking long game. Like, tell me a 10-year plan. Because, like, so I can just see Ochako and Deku. I was about to say the Ochako and Uakaka together. Really self-love there. But I can see green tea having a really happy life together, supporting each other, being super cute. This is the part I really don't understand. And this is a weird tangent because there's not much I can say about green tea other than they cute as fuck, yo,
They have a lot of moments together.
No, they have a lot of moments, but like, what is this gonna be, the green tea episode where I talk about all the time Ochako pines over Deku and like Deku inspires her to be better, and then at the very end it turned around to be Deku's like, you always inspired me to be better too.
The whole school moment.
The school moment pisses me off and you know it.
It's a bit long, but it's supposed to be a very, like, green tea moment in my mind.
I get it, but I feel like the translation we read really fucked it up because it really just boiled down to give this kid a fucking break, everyone.
Which is cute.
Which
in
is-
its own I don't know if he wanted to make it too obviously a green tea moment.
Yeah.
Because it's not supposed to be, otherwise other people would have read like, well, you're just defending him because you like him.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't understand why, this is very often. Toga has feeling for Ochako and Deku, but we don't care that Ochako's in love with Deku. We only care that Toga's in love with Ochako, even though Toga was also in love with Deku. I'm just saying there should be a lot more polygamy in this fandom, okay?
Are you crazy? We've been in anime fandoms for a long time. Deku Bowl is the only term I've ever heard of being like, you ship this one character with literally everybody. And there are polyamorous ships all over fucking My Hero Academia.
Okay, there's a guy with a leash, and the leash is to the significant other.
Okay.
I think Deku and Ochako could hold on that leash for Himiko Toga.
Oh my god.
I think polygamy is still like looked down in fandom still, because like,
You think so?
Oh yeah, there's this weird stigma. If you're in a polygamous relationship, you're a whore.
I get that much, but like, Baku Deku Todo is like one of the very popular ships.
I've never actually seen Baku Deku Total. I've only seen
Hold
Deku Total Ida.
Is it because you only look at hetero fucking ships?
I think 'cause back
Are you
then I
not-
didn't like looking at Kachan ships because he was an asshole.
There's a lot of Deku Ochako Ida.
No, good for them. But yeah, so I like Baku Deku, but in the long term, I think green tea is gonna hold strong. And that's just my opinion.
Well, I guess we'll talk about some honorable mentions of couples. Okay.
God, we don't care about Kaminari and Jiro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so like they're clearly like developed to be like, this is the couple.
If you want to talk about couples from the beginning that you go to the end and you don't give a shit about to the very end, that's them.
I really like Momojiro.
No, it's a cute lesbian ship.
Right?
Yeah.
So to me it's like even though I'm very canon compliant, it makes me like, I just like Momojiro. This makes more sense to me.
Hey, follow your heart. Jiro's clearly kind of lesbian for Momo.
I mean, she's got those bi vibes.
When Momo was with Denki, Denki's like, Momo, please give me Jiro. You have so much and I have so little.
Jolene.
I try so hard to care about Mount Lady and Kamari Woods because they're so strongly implied to be a couple, but Horikoshi does not build on them in any way, shape, or form. So
I thought you did like that couple.
I like that couple, but if you really like put a water gun to my head and ask, do you really like it? I'll say, no, just shoot me. I don't want to live in this world where I had to admit that.
I was never really Hawks and Dobby because I never read the manga when it was really popular, and then when I did read it, I was like, I still don't see it.
I have to ship Hawk and Dobby to keep Hawk and Devil shippers away from me.
I will say,
No, you want to die in this hill?
I'm not gonna die on the hill.
Okay.
I will just say I see why people ship Hawks and Endeavor. I just see it. I'm not there. I'm still on the other side of the fence, but I'm like, yeah, you guys go and do what you gotta do. There's a ginormous age gap between the, which I'm usually okay at age gap couples, and I would still be okay in this case. It's very like Jay and Gloria from Modern Family, but I mean, it's there. It's really there.
I'm sorry, I just, Ace Caps, Jane, Gloria, whatever. You cannot be a child who pined for an adult and then get with the adult later. That's my rule. It's too weird.
That's fair.
That's why don't kill me. That's why you and Ice kind of made me uncomfortable.
They're 5 years apart.
I said kinda. I didn't say I hate it. I want them to have a Yuri on Ice too. I want them to do Yuri on the Ice.
What is it? What is the movie called? It's like Adolescent on Ice?
Who knows?
I forget.
It got canceled. We don't gotta think about
I
it.
can't believe they canceled it. Because that's Mappa, yeah?
Yeah.
Man, they made so much money from JJK. Ridiculously amount.
That's why people are mad. Like, oh, what? You made money? And so this thing because they used the Yuri on Ice money to make JJK.
Oh!
So it feels like really ungrateful, like, oh, yeah, we don't want to do Yuri on Ice no more now that we got the money from the gays.
Yuri and Ice could have probably made a bunch of Mappa.
Remember Kacha and Ochako as a couple?
People still ship it, and it's just that's a ridiculous ship to keep shipping after just sports festival.
Yeah, we're talking about two people who don't talk to each other anymore.
Oh god, I thought you were gonna say, well, May and Ida,
Hey, idiot! You didn't put Mirio and Sun Eater.
Oh my god, you're right. Because that's actually my number one ship.
They cute.
You know why? Because I fight you so much on Baku Deku. Because if I bring up Sun Eater and Lemillion, you're just like, well, yeah, obviously. Like, there's no question about it.
Like, I don't even have to. If you read the series, if you have eyes, you see it.
Like, they're super cute.
But they're the couple I feel like they had to complete each other, but.
I feel like that too. That is 100%.
So cute in the anime where I guess it was the manga, not anime, where Sun Eater talked to the blue Nijiri girl from Influence from Mirio.
Yes, that was so cute.
Yes.
That was super cute. Oh my god. Like, they have a whole episode dedicated to those two.
Still don't know how he made that laser that one time.
That made no sense, but what? How dare you embarrass me on this goddamn pot? Literally shift everyone down to put Lemillion and Sunny.
Get out of here, May and Ida.
Oh god, I really like those two. They'll make it though. They don't need me.
I really like Gentleman and LeBron.
Wait, why is Lemillion and Sunny not on your top 5?
I didn't read the arc.
You don't need to.
Okay, also, I ship Nijiwe, Sun Eater, and Lemillion, the OT3.
Oh my fucking god.
But Nijiwe is hard to fight for her because she's such a boring, lackluster character.
Honestly.
She really, they don't build on her for shit.
LeBron and Gento's okay.
I think they're cute, but I also just like love characters.
They were a couple since the beginning.
God, it's so funny because the first thing you see them is Gento pouring tea on LeBrava's face. Do you remember that scene?
No.
He's pouring it into a cup to make it look cool, but they're on top of a windy building, so all the tea just flashes into LeBrava, who I think is filming him.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, so I first you think, okay, you're a piece of shit. Then you're like, oh, you guys are like Jesse and James kind of idiots.
Like, you're both really stupid. You don't even know how stupid the other person is, let alone yourself. And just to round it all out, we do not ship Eraserhead and Present Mike.
Why do we have to say that? You know how many controversial things we said already?
Because people are gonna wonder what our opinion is, and it's just we don't give a shit about them. Oh, you know what ship I do like? I like Ida's brother with Kokichi from Vigilante.
Crawler. Yeah, we all can agree Crawler and Pop Step Jump was a terrible ship. Awful ship. Although I did like Porcupine Guy with the bee girl in the eye.
Okay, of course, yes. That is a super cute ship. And they did not give them enough moments.
Pop Jump Step was a useless character to the very end.
Alright, let us know what your top ships are for My Academia are.
Sorry that we shitted on Vigilantes in the end. I hope they get an anime one day.
I think they are.
Bye.